Our partners at BetOnline continue to be your #1 source for all your betting needs and sports info. Find all the latest odds, news, and sports developments, including this year's Wimbledon Finals, Major League Baseball, all the latest fighting news, and this season's NFL. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today. Receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use our promo code BLEAV to get the bonus and get into action. Bet online where the game starts.
Hello. It's Private Talk Podcast with Alexis, Texas, and we are back in Miami for our Basel. We're having a special edition for Private Talk, and I am so excited to talk to our next guest. Kellan's on the couch.
What up?
What up, Kels? I'm excited to get to know you a little bit more, let to know my Private Talk people about you. You're all about entrepreneurship, getting people who are doing adult work and all kinds of other things too to make them into millionaires, which is a really big thing, knowing that you have 100 millionaires.
100 millionaires. So, I'm part of a company called Creators Inc.
Okay.
We're actually hosting a huge gala out here celebrating, helping, people make money online.
Awesome.
Specifically like through OnlyFans. And we have A Boogie coming to perform for us. We have Rich the Kid. It's just going to be a great time. It's going to be a vibe. We're actually giving out we had a beautiful art piece made. It's an award. It's like a Grammy essentially,
Okay.
but it's badass. Each of these pieces cost like $1,200 a piece.
Okay.
They were made in Rosarito, Mexico. I forget who the artist was, but he's badass and busted these things out literally in 2 weeks for us. It was insane.
Amazing. So how does oneself kind of work your way into creating a company or being a part of a company like Creators Inc., where you not being selfish for yourself, but you're also giving back to other people and trying to giving them platforms to coach them into being millionaires, what that platform kind of looks like? How did that all kind of come apart?
So it all really started when I was with my ex. So I'm an influencer, right? Me and her, we have 7.2 million followers together on TikTok. I almost said OnlyFans on TikTok. And she does OnlyFans.
Okay.
And she makes anywhere from $80,000 to $100,000 a month. She's killing it forever. She's been doing it for about 3 years now. And, she was making a lot of money, and it was really intimidating for me. And she's getting on my ass. She's you need to make more money. So the agency that she works with, I came to, his name's Andy,
Okay.
Andy Bachman. And I came to him. I was like, look, Andy, I was like, if there's anything else that I could do to be an asset or help with the company, I would love to do so. So he gave me the opportunity, and then I brought him 40 creators within the first month.
Amazing.
And then he's like, I would love to have you work with me. And it's been a wrap ever since.
Okay. That's a big tall order to fill. It's one of those things that is maybe one or two girls that you can kind of bring, but bringing, that many girls that are actually doing numbers and doing volume, I think is really amazing to kind of have that behind your belt. Was it just because of your vibe about your entrepreneurness? Was it because of your girl, they were friends with her? Or how did you kind of solidify your way into being hey, I'm bringing these people on and they're I know I can vouch for them? Because that's kind of the biggest thing with the industry is we can all say, hey, come to this platform. But if you're not really doing numbers and whatever, then it's kind of a hit for you as well.
Yeah, definitely. I have a really good eye for it. But the thing is my network is absolutely insane. I pride myself on being a professional networker. I talk to anyone and everyone, and just over the years and starting to blow up on TikTok during the pandemic, I made everyone that was blowing up with me, I made sure I was in their DMs. I was talking to them, networking, seeing what brand deals they're getting, seeing how they're making money, or just anything. I've always been ahead of the curve.
So with social media influencing is it's a new field, but it's been around for a while. So you say with the pandemic happening, there was different lanes and different time schedules that you could be do a little bit more. What exactly do you do on your TikTok? Do you do more dancing video? You do funny reels? What made you kind of transcend above the rest that you could become a TikTok person that gives coaching and kind of walk people through that avenue?
Yeah, so I really learned to tell a story through video, but on my biggest platform, the one with 7.2 million, we did couples content, and we just made a bunch of original content that people really fell in love with, and fell in love with us as a couple.
Okay.
We're just really funny. She's fucking smoking, and my baby mother is insane. She's super hot, huge ass. She's Latina, pretty ass face, beautiful smile. And then me, like, I bring like the personality, I'm not a bad looking dude, but like, all
Okay, so
right.
you're making things more lively, or things means more like kind
Oh
of
yeah, yeah,
infectious to get people to like be like, what are they doing next?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So because you guys aren't a couple anymore, do you still have that couple's account and do
No, no, no,
things,
no.
or do you?
Yeah, so the moment we broke up, I gave her everything.
Okay,
Like, I'm kinda like the brains behind the operation, so I know that I could rebuild it again. I already started another TikTok. It's at, like, 90,000 within, like, a month and a half. And me and my son, it's like a father-son vlog. It's super sick. So,
okay.
anything that
So
we
you
do
just switched up your whole dynamic. So
switched
it
up my
wasn't
whole
like the couple
dynamic.
thing. Now it's like the dad and son bond.
Yeah, and, I'm actually gonna be doing, like, 365 days of, like, daily vlogs. So,
Nice.
I'm gonna be showcasing my whole life, like, literally everything.
Big commitment.
Yeah.
What were you doing prior to getting into this entrepreneur world that kind of like segued you to be like, I don't want a 9 to 5. I want to do my own thing. I'm a hustler. I have this, these brains that can make something into nothing in a sense. How did that kind of go about?
And I've had a million different jobs. Like, you wouldn't even believe, like, I've been through the trenches with work. I worked at McDonald's to we're selling mortgages to uh you ever get one of those like pieces of mail that said you've been pre-qualified for like a car? It
Probably.
has like a little credit card on it. It looks like it's like worth something. I
Okay.
used to sell that to car dealerships, make pizzas. I've done it all.
Okay.
But what I truly did before that was I was in the cannabis industry.
Okay.
Yeah, I worked for a company called Friendly Farms and I helped blow that company up. It
Are you
was
still in the cannabis world other than
nah.
smoking it?
No, I don't really smoke anymore. I
Okay.
occasionally, like, if I'm kicking it at the crib and it's late and it's
Okay.
every once in a while, I don't mind a smoke.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're like kind of like you dibble and dabble a little bit of whatever, but not really anything. You seem pretty square when it comes to like,
Yeah, yeah. I'm on the
drinking or doing that. You feel like you maybe like lived your party life before. Now it's like time for business.
love. If you would have ever met me before like 26, like I was a terrible drug addict. Like I was addicted to like Oxycontin. I would go drink every single weekend. Like I was like a club promoter in
Okay.
I lived in Sacramento. I was just like I wouldn't say I was like a functioning piece of shit.
Okay.
Like I always made money. I always just like had fun, but I was just like I was bad.
So
I was bad to myself.
how did you get out of that, era of your life? Because, a lot of people don't come back from substance abuses. Some
Yeah.
people live in that life and they still don't think they have problems. But now, kind of changing your whole life around, you're a family man, you have a son, you have this company that, you're doing big numbers with, your, TikTok, presence and entrepreneur all together. How did
Yeah.
you kind of, or what did you do to kind to get you out of that rut?
I remember I went to go visit my dad and I was selling that it's called direct mail.
Okay.
And I was visiting some car dealerships up. They're from Washington up there. And I was sitting down at my I was sitting down at my laptop and he looks at me and he just started crying. He's like, "You look like you're gonna die." And I was like, "Fuck." After that, I quit cold turkey, went through all the withdrawals, crazy. And then I was sober for like 2 years.
Okay. So the guilt and shame that your dad put on you
W-
kind
w-
of,
Was like I was either gonna die or I was
that
just
you felt it,
yeah.
that you would.
Hell yeah. There was nights where I'd wake up and my heart would palpitate. I'd be like I was like, it was
Yeah,
crazy.
shocked.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing that you're definitely in recovery. You're not, in that lifestyle anymore. I think it takes a lot, and it's very, you should be proud of yourself for
Yeah, yeah.
going, volumes of those things. I think a lot of people don't talk about it enough. And people, I think for me, it's like you hear all these success stories where it's like we all start from something and it's usually nothing.
Yeah.
Where it's like we kind of like have to do the trench work to really like be prideful of what you've created now and
Yeah.
the ability of knowing the network system that you had and like, the reputation that you have, that people are still fucking with you and respect what you're saying and those things. So
Mhm.
I think that's really amazing to kind of see that you're in this place now where it's now you're like, okay, like let's elevate instead
Mhm.
of like maintaining. And I
Yeah.
think that that's a life that we, people like get complacent with just being there.
Yeah, I just feel like my story could save someone's life. Like I literally put myself through everything. And, I talk a lot about it on my social media and so many people are like, I'm so grateful. Like, people try to paint some perfect picture, but I'm like one of the realest on the internet for sure. Like,
That's
I share a
amazing.
lot.
Yeah.
I share a lot. Like my
Vulnerability
brain.
is a big thing. I
Yeah.
think that a lot of people, it's hard to kind of tap into that, myself included. And I think that's kind of one big reason why I did my podcast was
Yeah.
to show a different side of myself. And,
Love
obviously
that.
I've known him for the adult industry, but it's like
Mhm.
I also have a mind and I have views and I have a lot of things, morals
Exactly.
and a code of things. And then talking to people like yourself is very fascinating because you learn a lot about people and how you are in your environment and where you came from and what you've become and what you're becoming,
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
is very telling.
Yeah, this for you has strengthened probably your audience connection tenfold.
I think for me, it definitely just showed that I'm human.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people forget that, adult stars, we have feelings and that we have a life and we have all these other things other than just sex work.
Yeah.
So I think, I always I'm very grateful everybody who sits on my couch and really kind of tells their personal side because it's a private talk and it's about getting to know you a little bit more
Yeah.
intimately and
Yeah.
knowing like what makes you tick and what is going on behind you and not this like everyone. I think it's a telling thing where people are like, how are you? And they're like, okay, everyone's okay. But like, are we really okay? Or are we like, how did we get to be okay? Kind of thing.
Yeah. I think yeah, I'm just really grateful for everything that I went through because I want to be the man I am today or the father that I am today. Like I really pride myself on being an amazing father. Like if you watch any of my content, you could see it. Like my son's my best friend.
For sure.
I love him to death.
So let's talk about that. So you said you separated from your baby mom 7 months ago. And you guys
7 months.
you guys did, the TikTok thing. And how was
YouTube.
that kind of disconnecting from that? But also, obviously, you have to have a co parenting relationship
Yeah.
of kind of like now starting over again. Like, what kind of like, how did that turmoil happen? Was there turmoil? Was it easy? Was it
Yeah. Yeah.
amicable? Or was it, jealousy within the sorts because she just thought you were going to fuck off and just go and do it with somebody, other girls? Or how did that kind of happen?
Yeah, so the moment I broke up with her, like I was outside. Like I didn't drink for like a year and a half. Like when I was with her, I maybe drank like once or something like that. And then like 2 weeks in, I had my first shot of tequila and then boom, I went on like some 5 month bender. And like
So
the
you're just
first
fucking everything,
yeah,
allegedly.
allegedly okay,
You're like, how
allegedly.
did you know? Were you there, Miss Texas?
Yeah, were you spying on me?
Maybe. You never know. Miss Texas is everywhere.
Damn, she's not gonna see this. But yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I was outside,
Okay.
to say the least.
But I
But
don't think that's a bad thing. I think a lot of people think like oh, put shame about that. But you were broken up. You were together. How long were you guys together?
I never even liked another girl's picture on Instagram for
Okay.
5 years. I'm an extremo, so like everything that I do it to
You
the
were still
extreme.
looking. You just didn't like.
Nah,
I don't know about that.
you know what I'm
I
saying?
feel like
If I see a beautiful woman, like it's a beautiful girl, but it's
but
like,
that's what I think is normal. I think that for why I say that is because I'm obviously in a realm of like
course,
people like pictures or whatever. But to me, a like is not going to bother you. For me, I'd rather you like it in my face and like it and I'll gawk over it behind me in my back.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's like, you know what I mean? So I think that some people that maybe be more caring about those things or
mm,
mindful, or maybe it's insecure about their relationship or insecure about their past or things that people have done. But for me, a like is not going to make me think that you're a cheater. To me, you're being honest. Like if I
yeah,
see a girl and if hypothetically we were together, I'd be like, hey, that bitch is bad, or oh, look at her ass, or oh, whatever.
yeah.
Where not every woman
She's
is
Latina
like
though,
that.
so that's just not
I'm Puerto
flying.
Rican, so
Yeah, I don't
it
know. Just with her,
doesn't.
like
You're like, I
I
was
don't know.
not
She
going to
was
get
just
fucked up.
yeah. I'm
Okay,
not trying
so
to get fucked
respect.
up. Yeah.
So as soon as you guys got in a relationship, then you just went wild.
Went wild. First
Okay.
5 months, 4 months. After like 4 months, we kind of like it started coming to terms like a little bit, and then like
Was your son already born at this point?
oh yeah, he was like he was like 1.5.
Okay.
Yeah, 1.5. This is just recent, He's
Okay.
2 years old, two and some
Okay.
change.
Okay.
So broke up, and then it was like really rough in the beginning. I think I just felt really guilty about like leaving my family and how she was like making me
Were
feel.
you the one that left?
Yeah, I left.
Okay. What
Yeah.
was there a reason of why? Just difference of like what family life looked like, or did she cheat? Did she do
No,
something?
no one. Everyone always thinks one of us cheated. None of us cheated. It was
Okay.
just like we became more like roommates than like lovers.
Okay. So you just kind of grew apart from the
Yeah.
romantic level. It was just more friendship.
Yeah. We worked together, parent together, lived together, everything together, and it was just like I don't know, just kind of this.
So is your relationship good now?
Oh yeah, I have a great relationship with my baby mother. Like
Okay. Is she moved on to another relationship?
I don't know, she just got flown out. I can't talk.
Flew out.
She just got flew out to Dubai, Emirates first class. That's a $30,000 ticket. So Lord only knows what's happening in that.
Does she tell you these things? Does it
Oh yeah,
make
she
you
FaceTime
jealous?
me. Nah. Don't make me just. She FaceTime me. She's like, look where I'm at. Like, I'm like, yo, have fun. Like,
Okay.
I'm out here
Safety first.
I'm doing me. You know what I'm saying? She's doing her. Like, I'm her biggest fan.
7 months though is still fresh enough to if someone's flying my chick out, I'm gonna be like, it's gonna sting a little bit. It's okay.
Yeah, don't
It's
feel
gonna sting
good.
a
But
little
like
bit.
at the same time, like, she's heard a million stories about me. Like our fans are like diehard fans. And like when I was in the club or like they see me at Nobu with some chick and sending her pictures, like,
Yeah,
that shit fucks her up and I feel bad about that,
for sure.
So, her, it's her birthday, whatever. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I
Okay.
gonna do?
Yeah,
I'm
you
in
really
Miami.
can't do anything. The thing is just accepting it, swallowing it, and
That's
being
what I'm
like, you know
saying.
what? I would rather you be happy, even though if it is despite my own nose kind of thing. Then
It's my baby mother. I
each
always
his
have
own.
love with her and I will always love her. She's tattooed on my knuckles right here. So,
Okay, it's
I'm
almost
saying.
Alexis, but different.
I could have had like an S, IS.
So, okay, so that relationship ended. Where are you at now? I know that, I started following you recently once I knew you were
Yeah.
going to come on the show and you did some kind of dating thing. Are you like open to dating? Are you on how does that kind of working for you?
I just kind of if it happens, it happens. If I find like the right somebody, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So you went on this dating show. Was there any prospects to where it was good, or was it just for
it was just, so it's called Mismatch. It's a OnlyFans TV show. It's
Okay.
on OFTV. And so you get one date and you do 3 activities.
Okay.
The funny thing is so you're blind. First activity, you're blindfolded. Next one is like you do some caricature thing where
You
you,
gotta say it fast or you fuck it up.
yeah, fuck that one up. And then you do like a hot tub scene.
Okay.
So right as we sat down blindfolded, I tell her, she introduces herself. I said, hey love, are you spontaneous? She said, yeah. And then I said, we only get one life, right? She's like, yeah. I was like, tilt your head to the left. I'm gonna tilt mine to the right. We're gonna start this off with a kiss, and then boom, we're making out in the first 2
Okay.
seconds of the
Was there
show.
chemistry? Was it like a good kiss? Was it like
No. I missed, and I'm like, I kissed her blindfold, and then she came down, and then she had no lips.
Okay.
Yeah, but
So did that
we
make
had
the kiss bad, being no lips?
no, because
Or
we
just
still threw a little
wasn't- you
tongue in
were-
there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It wasn't like terrible. She's a beautiful girl. Like,
Okay.
cheers to her. She was cool. But
Was it your taste?
nah,
Okay.
yeah,
But
wasn't
you
for
put
me.
yourself out there though. I think that that's telling a lot because it's like,
Yeah.
again, even 7 months, even though it sounds like it's a long time, but if you're in web with your family or whatever, it's, a lot. But I think the best thing is just keep putting yourself out there because it's
Trust me, I've been
it's
putting
like,
myself out there.
and again, not in the horror sense of the word, but but the the substance
Yeah.
of the word of when you're in relationships forever, how long it's we get stuck to talking to the same people, the same conversations,
Yeah.
the same routine, where it's almost refreshing to just get other people's insight of what makes you tick, what do you like, and in this whole situation, I think it's kind of neat is because they're content creators as well.
Yeah.
So it's the same lifestyle that you're already accepting into, because that's the other part of dating in the world that we live in is will you accept what I do? Or
Yeah.
are you going to have a trouble because I make more money or because you think it's this big thing? And with myself, it's people are like, oh, they make the joke oh, I should just start an OnlyFans. I'm like, it's not that easy.
Definitely not.
And it's work. So it's it's one thing to already have a mindset, which I think is really cool to be okay, you're already both entrepreneurs on a certain level.
Yeah.
Maybe not the same caliber.
I would love to date
but
another OnlyFans girl.
it's
Just
kind of,
because it's
interesting.
we're in the same realm, you know what I'm saying? And most of you guys are hustlers.
Yeah.
And I love that. That's the most attractive thing to me is someone that's willing to put in the work and doesn't just want to sit there and get flown out and just ask me for a fucking Chanel bag every 3 seconds. That comes with the lifestyle. You hang out with me, I'm gonna take care of you, but don't be
There's
within
levels.
the
There's levels to this
first week,
shit.
can you get me the bag? Can you take me here? No, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm not with that shit.
So what takes it, what makes it to the point where you get to where they get the bag? Baby mama status? Or
No, I'll
3 dates
No,
later?
I'll buy the bag. I'll send you the little cash app to go get your nails done. I'll send you cash app to you know what I'm saying? Go get you some lunch. But I
So
just
you're
don't like
spoiling
being.
on the regular.
Yeah. I just don't like to be asked.
Yeah.
It's disgusting to me. It's
Because it's what
I
are you in
people
it
that
for?
add to my life and not just take.
Okay.
Take. I can't do that.
So what's your love language?
Physical touch.
Okay.
Love that.
How do you give love?
Give love, acts of service,
Okay.
gifts,
Okay.
quality time.
Okay.
It's kind of hard for me to really give quality time. Time's the most expensive thing in the world. You
Facts.
can't get that
Especially with the
back.
sun.
Especially with the son. You know, he's my main priority. So he will always come first before anyone. I don't give a fuck who you
As he
are.
should, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, quality time is big because if I give you any of my time, like, you know, you're taking away from me making money. You're taking away from time with my son.
Yeah.
So that's super important to me. So if you get any of this energy, you know, you're blessed.
So if you were talking to your future partner out there,
Mhm.
and here at Private Talk, I'm sure one of them are listening because
What's
we
up,
have
ladies?
plethora of fans. What would you say is your standards of list of what kind of woman are you looking for? Like, what are the requirements? You can tell you've done therapy. You're gonna look at your list.
I got a list here. Hold on. It's so
Listen up.
funny because I made this list for the show the other day.
Okay, but I think
So
this is important. Like me, myself, I'm very big in personal work and I love energy and all those things. And myself was, I always felt like I wanted a boyfriend. I wanted a boyfriend, but it was like, what did I want in a boyfriend? And I couldn't answer that question 2 years ago. Now it's a different thing where it's like when you really set the tone of what you're really looking for, and not obviously to a T
yeah.
what the physical aspect is, but what the integrity and what that person is inside is.
Mhm.
What would that look like for you?
Well, I'm just gonna go through this whole.
Yeah,
I got a
let's
nice
do
little
it.
list here. So first off, you have to have personality.
Okay.
Must. Hustler.
That's number one. Are
Hus-
they in order
No,
or
they're
is
not
it
in
just
order.
okay?
They're
Okay,
not in
but
order.
that's okay.
You gotta be a hustler. You have to be confident. You gotta just be stacked. Have ass, like
Okay.
fat pack, wagon. Need that. If you don't got a BBL,
It's a shame for you.
I need that.
So you're gonna pay. You're gonna afford the BBL if she doesn't have it.
No, I won't do
You're
that.
gonna put the.
No, I won't do it. But I love me a BBL. Like,
Okay.
don't get me wrong. You
There's
got one,
nothing
you
wrong
got
with that.
two. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, big fan of the
More the
BBL.
merrier.
Etiquette. You gotta know which, fork.
Manners.
Yeah, you gotta know which fork,
Okay.
you eat the salad with.
Okay.
Hygiene, super
Okay.
important. Gotta know how to dress. You know, I'm very fashionable. I love to dress nice. I love to dress up. Me and my son, we match all the time. We
Chill.
on some fly shit. Gotta be an intellectual. Add to my life, not take from it. I said that. Affectionate. I want to feel wanted.
Okay.
Like I want to feel like you can't live without me.
Was your last relationship like that, as far as the affection?
Yeah, but it was more so me not being affectionate. Like I was like so stuck in my head and
Okay.
yeah, that's weird. Reliability. I
Okay.
need you to be reliable. If I tell you I need you to go pick up my son or be there for my son at a certain time or just even for me,
Yeah.
I have to be able to count on you.
Okay.
God forbid I lost everything tomorrow. I'm like, okay, look, this is what we're gonna do to get it back. I need you to, you know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Trustworthy, decisive. I hate a girl that can't pick where she wants to eat, even though I'm gonna make the decision. If I ask you, you tell me yes or no.
He would hate me. I hate that part.
Motherly, loyal, forgiving, just in case I fuck up, and then principle driven. I need you to stand on business 110%.
Okay, that's a pretty good list.
Yeah.
Now, with that list being said, do you
Mhm.
think that list is everything that you are and that you could bring
100%.
to the table? Because I feel like a lot of people, we have this list, but sometimes can't check off our own boxes where it's like that's where we misconnect and misfire
Mhm.
is because we're asking someone of something that we can't give ourselves.
Yeah, I would never ask anyone anything that,
You're not
I
delivering.
yeah, I'm not delivering myself. I have a
Okay.
lot of integrity. I'm extremely honest. Whether it's good or bad, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Okay.
I have principles, morals. I show a lot of respect to women. I love women.
Okay.
I'm a huge fan of you ladies.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's important, I think, especially in
I'm a
this
gentleman.
business that it can be man ran, but it's women driven.
Yeah.
And I think that it's few and far between when you get a lot of respect from the men that are driving the force of what makes this business tick.
Yeah.
And
No,
I think
definitely.
that's very volumes of the knowledge that you have with the game. If it's even coming in with your ex-partner and
Mhm.
just like kind of picking up your own skills and then taking that what you already do to making it your own thing, I think is
Yeah.
cool to add value to the business of what you have going on.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like I have a lot of women friends. Like I enjoy some of my girlfriends more than some of my guy friends.
Okay.
It's just like I just love a woman's presence. There's nothing like it.
We special.
No,
Hey, no doubt about that.
you guys know how to make me smile. That's
So
for
you
damn
do
sure.
the entrepreneur thing, the influencer thing. What other things that you have going on currently that you are most excited for?
Most excited for? So, I'm actually dropping a show on OnlyFans TV. It's
Okay.
called Baddies Boot Camp. It's gonna be with my boy Air Thugger. He's a well-known porn star,
Okay.
and he's gonna be Mr. Stunt Dick. So, I
Well, he
probably
just
won't be
knocked down
fucking on
11
camera.
ladies I saw on FaceTime. He said that was the most he ever did. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's wild.
kudos to him.
Yeah, the man's got a third leg to say the least. Yeah. So,
Okay, so you're producing the show.
Creators Inc. is producing the show for
Okay.
me. It's gonna be aired on OnlyFans TV. What we're doing is we kind of put you through like a sexy workout, maybe do a challenge at the end of it, and then for like the uncensored content that's gonna be sold in the DM, will be like a more sexualized workout.
So what
Like,
do you win in this boot camp? Or is it just something that you just completed
no,
and
no, no,
it's just a completion thing?
yeah, well, it's really to promote your OnlyFans.
Okay.
Like to come on, like we show love, like we make sure like you're gonna get some subscribers.
Okay.
Yeah, the show's gonna be promoted extremely well.
Are you
So,
looking for any ladies for yourself in the sidelines to see who fits your fancy?
are you asking to come on the show?
I'm not asking to come on this show because I don't know what it all entails. I feel like a boot camp, I should be leading it. I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like I shouldn't just be like a participant. I'm too
You
fly
get a
for
shitload
that.
of subs.
I'm too fly for that. But I mean, hey, I'll be a guest host, a guest judge. I'll be
I
a
would
guest.
love for you to come guest host the show
I
with
would
me
get-
and Thug.
Yeah, just doing all of it together and like a whole thing. I just think that my booty's too big for it. I don't know.
Well, we love us some ass over here at Baddies Boot Camp. So
Hey, I'm not opposed to it. I love when people do things that they're passionate about. I love things people that like they and
Very
actually have
passionate
an
about ass.
idea, and but you execute the idea.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Because a lot of things is like in myself included, and one thing I've worked on is like I have a lot of great ideas, but to execute them, it takes a lot of things, right? So you
Yeah,
have to like
100%.
really put them all together. So I hype up, and I am definitely appreciative of all the people that really like stick to your passion and just make booty camp happen.
Yeah. So it just kind of just fits in with everything else that I'm doing.
Okay.
It's gonna be completely separate from like my social media because it's like it's like me and my son. I can't just have like a bunch of ass and then like my kid right next to that. So
Very true. And I think there's also definitely a field where it's like when you have different lanes of doing stuff, but then it's also being an entrepreneur, there's definitely different avenues that continue to make what you're doing
yeah, compliment everything.
excel even more.
110%. It's gonna be nice because I'll it's just like another avenue for me to be able to make money and then just add value to like what a lot of my clients are already doing or potential clients that I could have bring them on the show and show them exactly how we work,
Okay.
what we're all about.
You seem like a thinker. You seem like you think volumes ahead. If you could see yourself, and we're all about manifesting here at Private Talk,
Love
in
that.
5 years, where do you see yourself, your business, your brand? Where do you see it elevating to?
Yeah, so me and my son will definitely be like two of the biggest people on the internet.
Okay.
Like we'll have a YouTube channel, millions of followers. Working with some of the biggest brands online.
Dope.
And I'm just kind of excited to like see what comes from me and him just really putting in work and seeing where that goes. Like, we travel a lot for our vlog.
Mhm.
So, I'd love to like, still work with other hotels,
Yeah.
airlines, whatever,
Yeah.
travel, like really travel the world with him. He's going to be my best friend. And I'm so excited to like,
I feel like he already is your best friend.
yeah, no, yeah, he already is. I'm just excited to share life with him
That's awesome.
and experience because he's like the cutest kid in the world.
What advice would you give your younger self?
That's such a great question. I would say find mentorship.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the cheat code in life. The moment I hired a mentor changed my life.
So
And I
where
did
did
that,
you
like, a
seek
year
this
ago.
mentor, and how did you kind of get to where you felt like he was not worthy, but enough where you could listen? You feel like you've gone through a lot in your life. You've have had some hardships, ups, downs, and ebbs and flows
Mhm.
like we all do in life. What kind of made you break down to the point where you looked for this mentor, and like what do they deliver and kind of get you receive from?
I really just felt like I needed discipline, and he wakes up at 2:30 a.m. every single day for the last 5 years, and has a morning routine and doesn't miss.
Okay.
He hasn't missed in 5 years,
Okay.
not one single day. He was in prison for 10 years, got out, and now he went from zero to being, you know, he pays like he has a spot right here in Miami. It's like 120,000 a month, 5 different like Rolls Royces, 4 different Lamborghinis. Like, you know,
All off
he
being a
had,
mentor or
yeah, he's like
okay.
a fitness coach, life
Okay.
coach, mentor. His name's Wes Watson.
Okay.
You know, and the cool thing is something that he really put in perspective for me. He's like, you won't put in the work until you pay me. The moment I paid him, boom, my life was changed. My
It's
first
true.
month like coaching on social media, I made $30,000.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I mean, again, I am a big advocate of community. I myself, like I said, I always talk about the personal work I did.
Mhm.
I hired an embodiment coach 3 years ago.
It's amazing.
And it was someone that was non-biased in your life, asking you the hard questions that you don't want to answer, but you know you have to elevate your life to a higher space.
Do you know your purpose in life?
I believe I do.
It's deep.
I feel like for me, again, one big thing with the podcast is I didn't really know why not that I didn't know why I started it, but how it all came about. It came kind of like it just happened, and I
Mhm.
didn't know how, why, or where, but I knew that I loved doing it. And I always like make the joke that I'm like Dr. Texas without the PhD, is
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I have a lot of knowledge to give. I'm
You do have
I'm a
great
people
insight.
person. I
Yeah.
minored in sociology. I love getting to know people, and I'm just fascinated by people's insight
Yeah.
and what you believe. And I'm
Mhm.
also a bullshitter, so you can't bullshit a bullshitter, so I can see through the bullshit.
Yeah.
And when people are being real, and I'm an empath. So a lot of all those things check for me is like, it's just amazing that I love that I get to have the moments on the time on the couch of getting to know people, because it really makes me grow.
Love
If
that.
it's, each show makes me grow on a different side, it's because I don't know everything and I don't attest to know
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
but knowledge is power. And, when you don't ask questions, closed mouths don't get fed. So it's like, for me, it's always like, if I don't know something, I'm going to ask it. If I don't, in
110%.
certain fields. And before, I think even 2 years ago, some questions I didn't ask because I had an ego where I was like, if I ask this, then they're going to think that I don't know something or whatever, where
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, I don't know everything. And
Yeah.
especially in this entrepreneur realm, it's like, there's certain things that you may know that I don't. And like that could
Mhm.
elevate certain things that I'm already doing, and vice versa. So I think that
Yeah.
it's just cool to have conversations with real people and showing your evolution of where your expectations are to be and where you will be in those times in the
It's
next
amazing.
year or months, whatever comes about.
Love that. Yeah, I think we all have the same purpose in life. It's to create the man or woman that we admire in all ways, and then give them back to the world each and every single day.
I believe that to a point. I think it's also learning enough about yourself and like giving that back to people without being like, like authentically yourself, of just
Mhm.
being authentically yourself.
Yeah,
If that
110%.
makes sense. It's kind of backwards, but it's like, I feel like when people stop questioning, when people start thinking too much, I'm an overthinker or whatever, you're just
Yeah.
being, I
Mhm.
feel like you have a lot more to give
Yeah.
than to receive. And I think that it's a beautiful thing.
Love that.
All right. So now that we got all the serious things out of the way, let's play one of my favorite games, Truth
Shit.
with Texas. We're going to get a little bit more intimate, a little bit more spicy. I know that you aren't used to this from Miss Texas, but you're used to them in life because, Creators Inc., I know y'all are doing some spicy things over there.
Love that.
So we're doing naughty, spicy, romantic, and kinky. So we're going to
Okay.
start off with spicy question.
I'm so excited for these.
Top 5 porn stars.
Honestly, I don't watch porn.
Oh, you've never watched porn?
No, I've watched porn, but like I really don't really like know the industry like that.
Like
But
to
I
know
have like
names
porn
or even-
friends.
Okay, so but that doesn't make fun. That doesn't make sense because you've never had you've never seen your
I
friends
don't
have
jack
sex.
off either.
You don't jack off?
Yeah, I haven't jacked off in like 5 years.
Why? Because you're getting so much pussy? Like, what is the deal with
No,
that?
it's just kind of like a discussion thing.
So you intentionally
Yeah, I
don't
don't watch
jack off.
porn either. Yeah, I intentionally don't jack.
Do you
It's like I save my energy. Like the
Do you
moment that I like
internally jack off? Because there's times that I guess with men that you can like,
ejaculate.
yes,
No, I don't. I don't do that.
nothing.
Yeah,
So how do you sustain? Are you fucking on the regular?
yeah.
Like, how often do you have sex?
How often? I don't know. I'd say I don't like giving my energy to anyone. I like keeping it to me.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair. But maybe you have a roster now, or maybe you have like
Shit.
Arizona's not big, so you have to
Yeah,
have some females. If you're not jacking off, you have
Yeah,
to
I have
release.
some lady friends that I talk to every once in a while.
So once a week, at least, you're fucking.
Yeah, once, maybe twice, maybe 3 times.
See, there's more. There's 3. So you're just fucking a lot. That's why you don't have to jack off. Like you can't just do one without the other. So I feel like if you're not fucking, then
Yeah.
you're jacking off.
No,
But
but
if you're
even
not
like,
jacking off, you're fucking.
but there was even like, in my
What's the
past.
longest you've ever gone without fucking jacking off?
Probably like 30, 40 days.
30, 40 days.
Yeah.
Did you feel clear? Did you feel
Yeah.
better? Did you feel whatever?
Yeah. Just like, yeah, I feel more clear headed. Like I'm not
So
just,
then what was it that, why'd you just go and make yourself unclear that next time? Why
well,
didn't you just abstain until you like found your future wife?
oh no, this was like during my relationship where we
Oh, so
went
you
like that long.
stopped fucking her that many times? I'd be pissed if my boyfriend said, hey, we're
Yeah, it was a
not.
problem.
Yeah, no, thank you. I can no offense, but I can see why y'all are not together. I'd be upset if I was not getting fucked for 45 days or 30 days.
Well, it was like during her BBL.
Oh, so it was surgery induced.
Mhm.
Okay, I don't know if that makes it any better, but okay, so you're just not a jacking off type of person.
Yeah, no, I just don't like.
So
I
you've
don't like
never
watching
watched porn.
I've watched porn like as a
What
kid.
porn have you watched that is memorable in your head that it's a lady sticks out in your head?
Dude,
What
I
female?
really don't have like a specific person
No
that
Jenna
I could.
Jameson, no like Cherokee Diaz,
I really
no
don't even.
Alexis Texas. You never jerked off to one of my scenes?
No, honestly, I haven't. I can't say that I have.
Trouble.
I'm sorry.
I'm not offended.
I've watched your stuff
I'm definitely
before,
not offended.
like when I was younger. But like, I
So
don't
you
know if I've
watch it,
ever
you
like.
don't jerk off? That's even weirder.
I don't know. Like, I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to remember like a time where I've like jacked off. Like as a kid, I whacked off all the time. Like I was a horny ass kid.
How old are you, first of all?
I'm 32.
Okay, I'm only 38, but you act like, oh, when I was a kid, like I was so old. When I was like, you weren't jerking off to me as a kid.
No, like probably like early. Like I told you, 5 years ago, I just quit jacking off. Like it just wasn't for me.
So 5 years.
Yes, I told you it's like a discipline thing. It's
Okay.
like
All right. Well, I can't even tell you to do homework because you don't jerk off, so you can't even watch an Alexis Texas book. Maybe your next sexual endeavor, you should play an Alexis Texas.
I'm in an
play
industry.
in the background.
Yeah, I'm just like in an industry where everything's like over sexualized. So like for
Okay,
me to
you're
like go
talking
home and
about
like
an industry that I've been in for 20 years. I get that, but
Yeah.
y'all are so human where it's like there's certain things that even like I don't watch porn either, and I've never watched porn, but I do it,
yeah,
right? But there's things that sexually stimulate me.
yeah.
So it's
I'll
like
make my own
those
movie, no
things.
problem.
Okay, so you've been in a lot of those.
Not like on the internet,
No,
but like in my
that's your
phone.
personal
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
So
No
is that
doubt.
something that you do with your lady partners when you do? Are you
Yeah,
always
it's fun
filming?
because I like to go back and watch that every once in a
Okay,
while.
so that's
you know
what
I'm
you
saying?
jerk off to.
I don't jerk off.
You don't even jerk off to the people you're fucking?
No, I told you I haven't jacked off in 5 years.
Get here. No, just kidding. I mean, I'm not mad at it. I just don't understand it. Like I've been a highly sexual person since probably out the womb, unfortunately. But
Mhm.
I mean, I got into porn when I was 21. I'm 38 now.
Yeah,
I think that I've always been a sexual beast of sorts.
you and me both.
I definitely, but I'm also not only just fucking aspect.
Yeah,
I have to I need my me time.
you're like a chronic masturbator.
I'm not a chronic one, but even when I get fucked, I'm gonna go and use my Hitachi afterwards because it's just not enough.
Okay.
Like it's like I used to always make the analogy of like Pringles. Once you pop, you just can't stop, and that's how my orgasms are. Like I need at least about 8 to 10
Yeah.
for me to be satisfied.
Wow, that's amazing. But for me personally, it's like I like to save that for whoever I'm gonna be fucking. Like I give people like a very sensual experience. I don't just
I mean,
like
I get that, and
fuck.
even me in like I haven't shot porn in over 5 years, and they just released a new scene on my OnlyFans in November.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But prior to that, the whole 5 years, like I was still fucking, but it was like not everybody. I do protect my energy as far as like those things. But
Yeah.
even if I'm fucking you, I like you in my personal life. So
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
gonna I'm gonna come, and I'm gonna come a lot. And if I don't do that because of you, then you're not worthy for the next time.
No, I get that.
Next, that's like that. I don't know what should.
Next. I think it was a
Well,
show on MTV
It
called
was.
Next.
I know. That's why I was
Remember
like,
that?
yes, that's why I was like,
Remember
I know
Room
there's
Raiders?
something like that. That I was
Yeah.
like, nah, not happening. All right, naughty question.
All right, let's get it.
Oral sex, sloppy or clean? Do you like someone to do a messy blowjob?
Oh, messy
a
for
clean
sure. I want you
blowjob?
like
You want them to spit?
I
All
want
the
you
things.
spitting all over that shit.
Do you like to eat ass?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Loud or quiet when you orgasm?
I'm like a moderate.
A moderate?
Yeah,
Can you give
moderate.
us an example at all?
I don't know. Yeah, like I don't know.
Just a,
Yeah, just like you know what I'm saying? I'm not just like like
Somebody,
you know what I'm
okay.
saying? No, I'm
Is
not.
your face like that though, with the words like coming out of your mouth? Like
Nah,
it's
I'm just like
silent.
It's like silent. Probably squint my eyes a little bit.
Okay, okay,
You know what
okay. I
I'm
like
saying?
that.
Yeah.
Spit or swallow?
I need you to swallow that.
Okay. Lube or spit?
Oh no, we don't do the lube.
Okay, so spit
Yeah,
only.
yeah, yeah.
Do you have any sex toys? Do you bring them out when you're doing, sex time with the ladies? Do you bring anything out for them to play with, or your dick is just enough?
Well, no, I love like if I'm over at her house, I don't have sex toys at the crib
Okay.
because she's gonna be like, "Yo, what the fuck is this for?" You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
some
Like,
people might like it. You might have a dungeon little drawer.
yeah, yeah,
Yes.
but it's like, did you watch this? I'm just like, yo, don't kill the vibe.
Yeah, tell her to shut up. Just put
Yeah,
it in her
just
mouth.
shut up and just like here, put this shit in your
Put
mouth.
it in her mouth.
Sit on this. You know
Her
what I'm saying?
motherfucking mouth.
Love that. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, I think toys are great. Like, it helps me. You know what I'm saying? Like, get you there a little faster.
Biggest turn on. What is something that a girl can do that just makes your dick
Oh,
fully
God.
hard?
I just love to eat pussy. Just
Okay, so if pussy's
crazy.
good or pussy's wet, good?
Need that.
Are you using just tongue? Are you using fingers? Are you using a toe?
Nah.
What are you using?
It's kind of like a little combination of both. Like,
Okay.
I think you definitely have to use fingers. The little come hither motion.
Okay.
I pride myself on being able to make like women squirt. Like,
I was going to ask that. So you make women squirt?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Look, we're twins. Like
maybe we
that.
could shoot a scene like that together.
Hey, we can make girls squirt together.
I think that'd be
maybe
sick.
we should have one girl on each side and see who makes them squirt the fastest.
That
Boot camp.
well, boot
Boot
camp.
camp.
Yeah, boot camp.
But
But
the
sometimes it's
extra-rated version.
situational. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
So, have you ever made someone have you ever made somebody squirt from your dick, not your fingers?
No, I haven't. I'll
Okay.
be honest. Like I haven't. Well,
I don't have
actually,
that.
No,
I don't have that.
I have twice actually recently.
Okay.
Twice recently, I have with my dick. So I was
Okay.
really proud of that.
Okay. Nice job.
Yeah, yeah. Cheers to that. I was
Okay.
surprised. I surprised myself. I was like, God damn. Cheers to you, man.
Oh, okay. Spicy questions.
All right.
Have you ever had kitty sex? Have you ever had sex with someone that you were just like, you thought she needed to throw a bone?
Yeah, I'm sure. Back in the day,
Have you ever had revenge sex?
I'm not a very spiteful guy. Like
Okay.
I keep all that weird energy away from me.
Craziest place you had sex?
God, I don't know. Back of an Uber.
You didn't get kicked out of the Uber?
No, he was cool.
Okay.
My boy was filming that shit. And then, gosh, let me try to think for a second.
Okay.
I'm not I really like to fuck in the bedroom. I really don't like
So
to.
you just, you need your.
I'm not like a very, very spontaneous like fucker. Maybe like in a dressing room at the mall. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But like, I like to be, like I said, I'm like a very central
Comfortable.
guy. I like to be comfortable. I'm whipping out the
Favorite
coconut oil.
position?
I'm a missionary guy
Okay.
because I love to choke you, put your foot in my
You want to
mouth.
look at her eyes and be like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just.
Have you ever used food during intimacy?
I don't like that real messy shit unless it's like spit. You know what I'm saying?
What if like a girl like grapefruited your dick? Have that happen?
I've never been grapefruited before.
Okay, I
Is
hear
that like a thing?
allegedly it is. I've never done it, but some people do it. They like
Should we
cut the
try?
hole out of the grapefruit and they like allegedly supposed to feel really great. Don't know, but
Should we
that's
put it
what
in the
they say.
microwave for a second or something?
I don't know
I
if you
heard
put a
about that.
grapefruit in a microwave, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe. I don't
Warm
know.
it
I'm
up.
not really a food. I like to eat food and I like to fuck with food.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not a big food fucker.
All right. What is your celebrity hall pass? And at any moment in your time, if someone slid into your DMs, if you were in a relationship, if you were single, if you were whatever, and you were just like, I'm going to hit that shit regardless. Is there someone you grew up to jerking off or fantasizing about that you would like to knock down?
Damn. Probably just go hit Kim one time.
Kim Kardashian?
Yeah, just fuck
I
Kim
like how
real
you say
quick.
it as a first name basis, like we're all supposed to know. Luckily,
Yeah, no, Kim. Yeah, probably like I'd go fuck Kim real
a
quick.
little Kim K?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's been known for having a fat ass, and I love me a wagon. So
Okay.
there's no one like really else off like the top of my head that I just wouldn't.
All right. So you like dark hair. You like,
I love
big
Latinas. Like
booties.
I've dated Latinas my whole
She's
life.
not Latina, but I get the vibe
Yeah,
of like the dark
Persian,
hair.
like dark hair, like
All right.
yeah,
Romantic questions.
love these. I'm a
Mm.
romantic.
Dumbest thing you've ever done to get somebody's attention.
Damn, dumbest thing I've ever done.
Maybe it wasn't dumb to you at the time, but something that you've done to like, that was out of the ordinary to get your lady's attention because you wanted to be the one.
Probably like pulled up to her work with like some fucking Chipotle and flowers or something like that.
Chipotle and flowers.
Chipotle and
Was it a
flowers.
burrito bowl or a whole burrito?
No, I pulled up with that burrito.
It's that burrito, papi.
It was the girthy one.
Extra guac, better be.
Yeah.
Because you know that shit's
Extra sour
extra.
cream.
Because you know that shit's extra.
No, she did appreciate that. Extra guac for sure. You can get that with me. I'll pay for that.
Have you ever been a booty call?
Yeah, all the time.
Do you like that role?
I love that. Call me.
Call me.
Nothing turns me on more than like being wanted.
You heard it,
I
private
love
talk.
to feel
Call
wanted.
Kells. He
Yeah,
wants
call
to be
Kells.
that booty call.
Yeah, please let me be that.
You know it. He can make you a millionaire, baby.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, last question. First thing that sexually... No, I can't ask you that because I already fucking know you're going to say ass.
Ass.
Have you ever had a crush on a teacher?
On a teacher, Miss Ruggiero.
Miss
Yeah.
Ruggiero?
Me and her, we would look at each other, and she had
Would she wink back?
essentially
Did she have a wagon?
dump truck,
Is that what
and she
started
had red hair too.
Oh,
Miss Ruggiero, I hope that you
lost me
see
at red
this.
hair.
No, it was kind of like it wasn't like super red. You know what I'm saying? It
Okay.
was like it
Just a light tint.
was like a strawberry blonde type,
Okay.
reddish.
All right. Do you still fantasize about her now?
Nah, I don't fantasize
What's her
about
name?
shit. Miss Ruggiero.
Miss Ruggiero, if
She
you
was
want to
like
be a
my social
millionaire,
studies teacher.
your man over here, Kells, can let it down. You know, it can make
Yeah.
his fantasy come true and yours too, baby.
I hope that she sees this. I'm big enough now. I
I
know
love
she's
that.
definitely seen me online.
I love that.
Yeah.
That is the rest of Truth with Texas. You passed with flying colors. Is there anything that you would ask Miss Texas?
Yeah. Do you love being eaten out?
Do I love being eaten out? I
Yeah.
do love foreplay. I do love pussy eating. I definitely, if you can't eat pussy right, then you don't need to be fucking me.
There's definitely a wrong way to do it. I hear so many women complain about that.
I think that the complaint for me is they either just don't do it
Mm-hmm.
or it's just they just don't do it. Most be like, oh, I don't eat pussy. Well, then I don't
Yeah.
fuck you.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
I pride myself on that. Like, I had a porn star the other day. She shot a lot of scenes. Obviously, she said in all her years, no one has ever ate her as good as I have.
Okay.
And that right there,
It makes your dick hard.
I walked out of that house like,
He felt like, I'm the man.
yeah, I felt like the
Ooh,
fucking man. I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I did that shit.
But do you think she just told you that? Or
No,
you
no,
think
no,
that
I-
she
I
was
get that
really...
compliment
Because my
all the
thing
time.
is, too, is like, it's one thing when some people say things,
No,
right?
she's super honest.
And then it's like,
she's honest as
you
fuck.
know,
And
'cause
she's a
it's a
great
lot.
friend of mine. She would tell me the
Okay,
truth. Like,
so
yo, you
just
suck.
eat out all your friends.
Why not?
I mean, this is your
Yeah.
world. I'm just living in it,
Yeah,
Kellan.
yeah, yeah. No, I just,
Okay, so you're good at pussy eating.
100%.
Okay, so yes,
Pride
pussy
myself.
eating is a top for me as far as I think for me these days is it's a big 50-50 divide.
Yeah.
There's the men that you could tell that really like sex that usually are into it all. And
Yeah,
then there's the men that say they like sex, but they don't like pleasing women as far as that part. They just want their dick sucked. And I think that's a selfish lover.
It's
Where it's
super
like, for
selfish.
me,
And they're
is
just in there poking around. They don't know what they're doing.
can do both.
Yeah.
And it should be equal opportunity, right? So
Mhm.
it should be like a gathering of the minds, not just one without the other.
Do you like, what time of day do you like sex?
I'm a highly sexual person. So anytime I would say like, I don't like to be woken up with dick, but give me 20 minutes and I'll be okay with it.
Yeah, I hate morning sex. It's so gross to me.
Gross I don't know if I'd ever say gross
No,
and sex together.
I think about
but...
like waking up and not like brushing your teeth and like getting straight to it. Like,
Yeah, but that's hot. If you really fuck with somebody,
I'm in my
I don't
head,
give
though.
a fuck.
I'm just like in my head
give it to
thinking
me.
about like if
if
my
I
breast
like
just stinks.
someone, I don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck.
I respect that.
Last question.
Are you gonna be shooting with anyone else? And would you come on my show?
Would I be shooting with anybody else? So I just released a scene after being gone for 5
who?
years with Dread.
Oh, I know
And
about him. I heard about that guy.
a lot of people do.
Yeah.
14 inches of fun.
How did that feel?
It felt great. It was like riding a bike. I was definitely really scared at first. Not scared, but
Did you have to go
intimidated.
slow?
In the beginning, yes, because you
Oh.
can't just ram something into you because it's just not how things work
Yeah.
science wise,
Yeah.
physics wise. But But it was a great time. He's a great performer. He was really an
Mhm.
amazing guy. I'm an overthinker. He's an over talker, and there was nothing to talk about, and other than just having a great sex. And I
Mhm.
think it was an amazing scene. We had a really great time. I think that it was portrayed really great. Just released it in the beginning of November. The second scene that we did together will be released during Christmas time of
Is it
this
on your
month.
OnlyFans?
It'll be on my
So I can go buy it
OnlyFans.
and watch it?
Yes, you can.
I will support you.
I
I would
appreciate
love to
that,
support
Kellan.
you.
Yeah, so I did that, and then so after that, this was kind of like um not a trial and error, but trying to see like
Mhm.
what I wanted. I wanted to do it because I didn't feel like I left the business the way I wanted to, and
Okay.
also being a content creator of myself, I had never really owned anything of my own
So
self.
you so
So
you
I
went out with
came
a
back.
bang.
I mean, I came
No pun
back with a
intended.
bang.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Uh,
Everything's bigger in Texas. You know.
okay, okay, to touch on that, this is a great question, I'm sure a lot of your fans wanna know. Does size matter?
You know, you gotta have something to show up to play with, right? But I don't think
Yeah.
that you have to be the biggest
Yeah.
person to play with. You know, I think like even in Dread sense, like it was a lot of fun. It was great. I don't think I could do that every single day of my life. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But I think that there's levels to things, and I
What's like
think
a
that it's the size of the boat, not the motion in the motion in the ocean, not the size of the boat.
for you,
I think
ideal
I said that right.
size?
You asked more questions than I wanted you
I'm
to
so
know, but it's
curious.
okay. I think that they're gonna like this, so I'm gonna let it pass.
Okay.
Ideal size. I don't really know. Like, I think I don't even know what's average. Some are more girthier than others. Some are longer and skinnier, which I don't really like. I like to
Mhm.
have a little girth and a little size. And you'll have the best of both
Yeah, I heard
worlds.
girth is, like, more like
I mean, it's hearty. It's a
yeah.
hearty. It's like I'm
Can I
I'm, I'm Southern. You
can
know.
I show you can I show you my dick and you could judge it?
Sure, I'll give you a rating right now.
Alright, I want your honest answer.
Yeah.
This is oh god, I'm super nervous. I've never
Let's see if he's gonna like my rating. Private.
this is like me going out on a limb, and this is gonna go viral, good or bad. So,
All right, guys, this is our first dick rating on camera. I do this usually on my OnlyFans and we pay a fee, but I'm gonna give this to him because he wants my honest answer. I'm gonna give it to him.
yeah, hold
Yeah,
on.
wait. He's
2
scrolling through.
seconds
He's
here.
like, which dick pic was the best? Which girl did I fuck the best? And which girl did I do it the best with?
Let's see. This one's pretty
Where
good.
is she? Got go.
Alright, sorry,
How
just
many dick pics do you
I
got?
didn't have any, I'm looking for one.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying, like, I don't ever send this shit out to
I got
anyone.
pussy pics all day. You must not be content creating very often.
No, I really don't. Hold on, it's coming out. Oh,
Where he goes, nobody knows. All right.
Jesus. Okay, 1 second. It's coming. I feel it.
That's what she said. But did it?
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, we'll say that he's cleanly shaved. He's got girth. He's holding his balls with his wrists. I don't know if they're low or they're tight, but I'll give you a 7.5 out of 10.
Wow. Cheers to me. I love that.
It's not bad. I just,
I have a
this
pretty dick,
picture,
right? Like it's like nice looking.
I wouldn't say it's ugly. I don't know if dicks are pretty. I don't think I would ever say any dick is
You have a
pretty.
handsome cock.
Your dick's not bad. It's like I could see why people could like do things with it.
That's Jesus Christ.
I'll give you a 7.5 out of 10. That's not bad.
No, I appreciate that. That's love.
I
That's
feel
like a
like you're
C
more
plus.
you're more girthy than like length. Not that you don't have any length.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like it's like a
Well,
solid.
yeah, I don't have like the
It's
longest
like an
dick.
average dick with like a little.
I'm like above average.
What is average?
I think it's like 5 inches, and I'm like
Average is 5.
I'm like 6.5.
Okay, then yeah, you're above average. You looked like a 7 in that.
Okay,
So
cool. Yeah, I'll take that. You know,
I'll give
7
him
on a
a
good
7
day.
out of 10.
But I'm definitely like probably like 6.5.
All right.
So
Well, maybe one day, maybe a booty camp will measure it for you guys. But
that'd be fire.
I love
I will
it.
measure my dick on camera for you guys.
I appreciate you. Thank you for showing me your dick, telling me your life story, telling me about your come up story. I love all of it. Please let us know where we can follow you, support you, and everything that you do.
Yeah, just follow me, Kellan Ness, on all platforms.
Kellan Ness, there you go.
Kellan Ness.
Private Talk. I hope that you love this Miami edition of Private Talk with Alexis, Texas. Until
Cheers.
I meet again. This episode is sponsored by Bet Online.